Not until the video evidence of her husband's infidelity was replaced by someone else, the woman suddenly realized it. That her husband's cheating partner seemed to be her own best friend. It turned out that not long ago, the woman sued him in court on the ground of her husband's infidelity. She wanted to make him leave the marriage with nothing. She even took out the surveillance video evidence. But her husband insisted that his cheating partner was an electric doll. Fortunately, the woman asked professional personnel to find a segment of evidence where the cheating partner's face was shown. She then asked her best friend to take it to the court. As a result, it was found right after playing it in public that the person who had an affair with her husband in the office was actually the woman herself. The woman immediately realized that the video was forged, and the people who knew she had this segment of video evidence, except for herself and the professional personnel, there was only her best friend left. For this reason, the woman suspected that her best friend had swapped the evidence. But at this moment, her husband suddenly confronted the woman. He pretended to tell everyone that ever since the woman had a miscarriage in a fire accident half a year ago, she had suffered from mental illness and paranoia. She often suspected him of infidelity. The woman angrily accused him of talking nonsense, but her husband directly called the family doctor to testify. The doctor presented a mental appraisal report in person on the spot. It showed that the woman indeed had mental problems. At this time, the woman's mother-in-law also suddenly recalled that half a year ago, the woman even tried to slash her and her son with a knife. There is still a scar on her son's hand to this day. On hearing this, the onlookers in the court immediately talked about it one after another. They couldn't help but suspect that the woman was falsely accusing her husband because of her mental problems. The woman was unable to defend herself for all the accusations. She could only tell everyone that the appraisal report was forged. As a result, at this moment, her husband took out a stack of photos of the woman meeting her lover in private again. He accused the woman of being the faulty party instead. For this reason, the woman was extremely angry and had a relapse of her old illness. She even fainted in court on the spot. The judge had to announce that the trial would be held on another day. After the incident, the woman thought carefully about what happened in the court. She only then realized all the evidence she had prepared. Her husband had a way to deal with every single part of it. She even fell into her husband's trap step by step. For this reason, the woman became more certain that the mole around her was her best friend. So she deliberately showed affection with her lover in front of her best friend. She also asked her lover to go abroad to hide for the time being. Seeing this, the best friend immediately reprimanded the woman for actually cheating on her husband. The woman begged her best friend to keep it a secret for her instead. Then she deliberately told her best friend that she had found new evidence. She handed it to her best friend for safekeeping once again. Soon came the day of the second trial. Her husband even hired the most powerful divorce lawyer in the industry to handle the case. He wanted to make the woman leave the marriage with nothing instead. However, the woman told the judge that this time, she would not only fight the divorce lawsuit, she would also sue her husband for intentional arson and murder. On hearing this, the husband was caught off guard all of a sudden.